Do you want more success, more growth, more results? Then it's time for the Boundless Success Accelerator from the Modern Observer Group. This isn't your average coaching program. It's where top performers come to dominate. Weekly group sessions, on-demand coaching, a community that's got your back, and a power-packed library of tools to supercharge your business and career. No more excuses, no more waiting. Get in, level up, and start building the life you've been dreaming about. Visit us at modernobserver.com/boundlesssuccess to join today. Let's get you to the next level. We're here because the news is being distorted. We're here because people are being inundated with misinformation on social media. We're here because people are being judged guilty until proven innocent. We are fighting back with facts. This is not a safe zone, so buckle up, Buttercup. This is the raw, naked truth. It's tax day. Harvard refuses to fight antisemitism. The Biden administration gave welfare to terrorists and more. Welcome to the Raw Naked Truth. I'm your host, Eric Lopkin, and here's the news you need to know. It's tax filing day, but the IRS has extended the deadline for at least 9 states impacted by recent natural disasters, including Alabama, Florida, Georgia, North Carolina, South Carolina, Alaska, New Mexico, Tennessee, and Virginia. The top 1% of U.S. earners paid 40% of all federal income taxes in 2022, the most recent year stats have been released for. Meanwhile, the bottom 50% of earners, nearly 77 million people, contributed just 3%. The Trump administration on Monday night said it was freezing $2.2 billion in grants to Harvard University over concerns about anti-Semitism on campus and other issues. The oldest and richest university in the U.S. refused to accept policy changes proposed by the Trump administration, which threatened to withhold $9 billion in federal funding over what it considers the school's insufficient response to anti-Semitism. In a letter to the Harvard community, the university's president said it will not surrender its independence or relinquish its constitutional rights, saying the government was unlawfully trying to dictate teaching and operations at Harvard. Hours later, the administration said it was freezing $2.26 billion in grants and contracts for Harvard. The response stands in contrast to fellow Ivy League university Columbia, which has agreed to several policy changes in hopes of getting federal funding restored. The U.S. General Services Administration and Department of Education responded with a statement detailing the freeze of $2.2 billion in multi-year grants and $60 million in multi-year contract value to Harvard. Harvard's statement today reinforces the troubling entitlement mindset that is endemic in our nation's most prestigious universities and colleges, that federal investment does not come with the responsibility to uphold civil rights laws, the federal agency said. The Trump administration on Monday unveiled a $9.3 billion rescission plan that seeks to eliminate all federal funding for NPR and PBS, as well as cut billions of dollars from USAID. Funding reductions include $1 billion for public media and $8 billion for USAID and State Department programs that the administration says conflict with its priorities. The proposal, shaped with input from the Department of Government Efficiency, cites political bias and wasteful spending, including funding for Iraqi Sesame Street, electric buses in Rwanda, and PBS programming featuring transgender characters. The request is expected to face a vote when lawmakers return from recess on April 28th. The plan was formally sent to Congress on Monday, triggering a 45-day approval window. Yemeni militias are reportedly planning to launch a ground offensive against the Houthis, following a large-scale U.S. attack against the group, according to U.S. and Yemeni officials. The ramped-up bombing campaign, which has killed at least 123 people since mid-March and compounded an already dire humanitarian situation in the country, has severely degraded the Houthis' capabilities, the officials claimed. Strikes have targeted Sana'a, the port city of Hudaida, and the Houthi stronghold of Sada, including densely populated areas. U.S. and Yemeni officials told the Wall Street Journal that Yemeni factions are planning to use these strikes on the Houthis as an opportunity to oust the group from some of their strongholds across the Red Sea coast. The Biden administration not only released a record number of known or suspected terrorists into the U.S., but also gave them Social Security numbers and taxpayer-funded welfare benefits, according to a new analysis by the Department of Government Efficiency. DOJ posted its latest findings of alleged government waste, fraud, and abuse, fully funded by Congress, in a post on X. Under the Biden administration, it was routine for Border Patrol to admit aliens into the United States with no legal status and minimal screening. So far, CBP identified a subset of 6.3 thousand individuals paroled into the United States since 2023 on the FBI's terrorist screening list. That's the Raw Naked Truth. You can catch every episode of the Raw Naked Truth Daily News Brief, as well as our sister podcast, Carnivore Radio, with news analysis and commentary, and the rest of the Xvadio Podcast Network at xvadio.com, the Apple Podcast app, YouTube, Rumble, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Audible, Amazon Music, and other platforms that respect freedom of speech. We'll see you next time.